Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xah Talk Show. So today we are going to do Wolfram Language coding. So here's my website on today's talk show, Wolfram Language coding, and I'm going to show you some expose keyboard, okay? Expose keyboard, which is right here. Long time no see, it's been a month. So today is 2021, November 8th. Good morning, Alan. Dual camera, indeed. Everything money can buy. So I want to show you, so let's focus on what we're gonna do today. So today we are Wolfram Language coding and expose. Okay, I forgot to make a link. So you can, on the video, you can see how I operate my computer. So show in browser, so you can see export night keyboard. They send it to me. Let me show you, okay? So let's see, video check, audio check, video check. Yeah, let me show you the fantastic expose keyboard. Now you see, I have actually two of them. One is the Expose Natural, which I got about 2 years ago. They sent it to me. So the one at the bottom is Expose Natural. You see the thing in the middle? You see that lights up. Okay, I'm not going to show it today. So, but this one is Expose Night. Okay, so you go to my website, you can see. You see, the problem is that they send me, they just sent this one to me. Like I got it last week. But the problem is that they send me a brown switch. I don't need, I cannot use brown switch. They made a mistake. So, in order to review it properly, I need to put it here and use it every day. Actually, Expose is one of the best, okay? I can tell you guys, Expose is one of the best keyboard. You just go there and buy it today. I recommend, So they are, they send me one for free, so they are kind of, you could say they are sponsor, okay? But however, of all the keyboard I've used, anyway, go to my website, you can see all the photos and my review of the previous one, okay? So this is my, you can see these photos are mine, and this is another guy from XahTV Discord, you guys, okay? So thank you for the photos. So he also bought it, and quite several people also bought it. So of all the keyboard I have used, so let's see. So this one is the old one, the Expose Natural. They don't make this one anymore, but they have a cheaper one actually. The price is lower. So it's fantastic. Okay, so let me show you about my keyboards. I have, so you can see in this photo where here's my desktop. This is my battle station. Here I sit, I control the world. And okay, so here are the keyboards I have. So I have another Expose, and so of all these, the Kinesis Advantage, which is this one, and this is Ultimate Hacking Keyboard, okay? So you can see this, I use this as a macro pad, so you can see how I operate my computer. And Alan, your quality theory. So I recommend, you need to get this one of these, But, you have other reasons, such as typing Russian and stuff, and Korean. So anyway, so my power station, my keyboards, and of all of them, the two that I come back to is the Kinesis Advantage. This is the most comfortable, and Expose. Expose, every time I use it, it's just a joy, okay? And I highly recommend you get the red switch, okay? Like if you never had a mechanical keyboard before, or if you are looking into ergonomic keyboard, I recommend go out right now, just buy this one, okay? Xah says so. Of course, the Kinesis Advantage is more expensive, and it's curved, so it gets more used to, so it's more weird. So it's up to you. So, but if you are a student, you don't have money, go get the Expose right now. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to email them and ask them to send me another, because I cannot. That's a brown switch, So I have a brown switch export and I have a red switch export. I always use the red switch. The new one is brown switch. So oh, and also another tell. Let me tell you guys. Okay, you see my pinky. Okay, so you can see. I mean, not pinky, the ring finger. It's got damaged. You see, so this finger. So it won't straighten. It's healing. I think eventually, after several months, you'll go back. But now it's got a problem. It's just like a chicken claw. I got a chicken claw finger damaged because I was playing with my wife, pushing around, and the knuckle got pushed in more than it's supposed to go, I suppose. So there's like almost no pain, just a very minor, very, very minor, tiny. So it's a problem. So I'm a cripple. I'm officially crippled. You must respect my opinions because I'm a disabled person. Okay, so today, is that enough about keyboard? Let's begin, shall we, into the proper topics of the Emacs, the technology of our AI, artificial intelligence era, and Wolfram language. Oh my God. Let me tell you guys about Wolfram language, okay? The most fantastic, by a magnitude beyond all languages, beyond Haskell, Erlang, Clojure, or whatever, or Rust. So Alan says, you may be disabled, but you discriminate on switches based on color. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's do... let's see. I will look at my Kinesis Advantage 2 now. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's do the hey Jeremiah Junkin missed me on the Mastodon. The Federation Mastodon. Mastodon is a sad story of the open source. How many people are there now? Like 10? Okay. Yeah, so I abandoned Mastodon. Nobody's there. And by tomorrow, there will be another one, Federation, Mastodon. People already forgot what is Mastodon, But next year, maybe soon, very soon, sooner or later, some open source fanatics will create another one. Oh, this is the best one. This is federated. Yeah, because this is Web 3. Recently, I heard the Web 3 jargon has been going around. So this is Web 3, open source fanatics. It go nowhere. There's several histories of that before, the similar things to Mastodon. GNU has one and several. And after 2 or 3 years, nobody remembers it. Okay, so today let's do Wolfram language. Let me tell you about Wolfram language. So am I doing good? So 6:14 now. Good, I'm doing good. So Wolfram language, okay, so in the past month, it's been a while. So in the past month, I've been working diligently on writing a Wolfram language Mathematica tutorial. Okay, so now it's complete. In fact, I have several. So you just go to search XahTV Wolfram language. You can arrive at this page. I did several videos before. Fantastic geometry, mathematics, crypto analysis, and you can do that with Wolfram language, blockchain, whatever, mathematics, differential equations, differential geometries, and all that. So I did several videos of that. Go watch it. And also, this relates to, like I said many times, theoretical computer science, such as Haskell, Haskell proof systems, meta programming, the pattern matching, symbolic pattern matching, the combinators, and the lambda calculus. It's all here. Okay, it's all related. So anyway, I did several videos before. Go watch them. Okay, and now let me tell you. So here, this section, in the past month or two, I spent time to write these tutorials. Now I consider them basically complete. Okay, the top 4 complete. Okay, so you have, first of all, you have Wolfram syntax. Okay, this discuss a very interesting topic, that is the syntax of nested parentheses. Now, you Lispers out there, you are crazy about parentheses, and especially you Racket people, the Racket Lisp, the Scheme people, especially the Racket people, they are excited about the Racket language, how they have a feature of changing syntax my ass. Okay, so here is a proper way to do programming language with meta expression in original John McCarthy, the creator of Lisp, vision about language syntax, what he calls meta expression. And where is that? That is in Wolfram Language. Okay, so this article, Wolfram Language syntax operators, I talks about basically complete coverage of the meta syntax. Okay, so I'm going to do a video maybe tomorrow or so about this topic. But anyway, so go back. So then there's a Wolfram Language tutorial. Now this is a tutorial about, let's say you never coded Wolfram Language before. You come in from Python, JavaScript, Ruby, Java, C, C++, Rust, Golang. Okay, you come in from those languages, or even Haskell, and you wonder what the fuck is Xah talking about? How is it possible a Wolfram language is a magnitude better than all of them? Well, you begin here, Wolfram Language tutorial. So I show you the basics, the comments. How do you get the version number? First of all, that's important in every language. You need to know what version you are running. The comments, how do you print something? How do you do string in Wolfram language? How do you, starting to introduce you to functions in Wolfram language, which is basically the most important and the only thing you need to be concerned when you code Wolfram language. In other languages, such as C, C++, you need to be concerned about syntax and semantics, because every place it has a different meaning, and you need to worry about shooting yourself in the foot, such as malloc, memory pointers, So in those, but in Wolfram language, one of the very different characteristics is that when you code in Wolfram language, basically the only thing you need to be concerned about how do you write your program is functions. Okay, how to find the right function. Now, comments. Okay, keep the comments going. Okay, how to write a function. So anyway, so I started to introduce you to functions in Wolfram language. What they look like, how and then you get the sense of how do you find all the functions. So for example. So that's Wolfram language. Okay, so you go read this tutorial. Okay, I spent the past month writing it. Let's start up Wolfram language. Let's show some interesting things. Okay, so maybe as a what Google's tell me to do. You need a trailer. You need a trailer for your YouTube. Google says, oh, you should put a trailer so that way you'll attract more audience. Well, what they mean is that way they can make more money. Follow where the money is. Okay, 1 + 1. Please tell me, Oracle. 1 + 2. What is it? 3. Oh my God! Thank you, Oracle. So you can see. What should I show you? Show you? Okay, so this article, Wolfram tutorial, which I'm not going to do today, but in the coming weeks, I'm going to do it, okay? But for now, let me just show you some fancy graphics, which we did last time, okay? So let's copy it. So this is a trailer for today's, paste it here, run it. You can see this fantastic beast, okay? This is called inversion, geometric inversion of cubes in 3 dimensions, okay? Fantastic geometric inversion, deep mathematics with complex analysis and relativity. differential geometry, cosmology. Okay, so you wonder what they are, get into math. Begin with the basics, trigonometry, calculus. You need to. Okay, so this is the Wolfram language code, and this is Mathematica, geometric inversion of cubes in 3D. So I've told you that I wrote a lot of tutorials on Wolfram language, and one on Wolfram syntax and one on beginning tutorial. And I would claim, let me tell you, okay, what is so special about Xah's tutorial? This tutorial will teach you, all of you beginners who never coded Wolfram language before, you Python, JavaScript, whatever. You come to Wolfram language, you can learn from 1,000 materials. Wolfram language, the Wolfram website. Okay, the Wolfram, Wolfram Alpha, the Wolfram website, they have, I've read, as you know, I'm obsessive about reading documentations. So in this year, I have read thousands, how many pages? Hundreds. Okay, but basically, I do have a sense of how many pages are on the Wolfram website. Okay, not Wolfram Alpha. Wolfram Alpha is a artificial intelligence knowledge search engine. Okay, it's written in Wolfram language, of course. But let's go to wolfram.com. Okay, the mothership. So how many pages are on Wolfram website? I have some good idea. I can tell you. So let's see, 1,000. So on my websites, xahli.info, xahli.org, ergo Emacs, I have about 8,000 HTML pages. On Wolfram site, they have, let's see. So I have 8,000. On Wolfram's page, they have 100,000. Okay, that's my estimate. Because I know the company since 1990s. So I would estimate on the Wolfram website right now, there are maybe 100,000 pages. Okay, for each Wolfram version, the Wolfram language documentation itself is about 2,000 or 3,000 pages. Oh, wait. The current version of Wolfram language has 6,900 functions. Okay, now let me show you how that is done. Okay. So you type that lists all. Okay, let me show you. Okay, that lists all functions, built-in functions in Wolfram language. Okay, so you can see. Okay, let's magnify. So right now you are looking at all functions in Wolfram language, and how many are there? Okay, so let me show you. So you want to know how many are there. So let's see. The last result, get the first element, then the last element. I believe that's that. Let's just try it. I don't know. No. Okay. So last again. Yeah. Okay, so I need to okay, so let's, yeah, okay, you cannot see it. Now you can see it. Information. Okay, so information, give it a string and give it that, and that will return basically a list of all possible functions. And now let's do length. So okay, so length is 1. So now let's do the length of that, 5. Okay, now let's see what they are. Okay, so system. Okay, so now I know what to do. So system, get all the symbols from the system, then length. Okay, so wrong. Oh yeah, so you need the first part of the system. Yeah. Okay, so you need the second part. So there is a list of all the functions in Wolfram language, built-in functions. Now let's do the length. Okay, see 6,980 functions in Wolfram language built-in. You don't have to load libraries, not like Python. Oh, when you need to do regular expression, what library do I need to load? You said re or regex or whatever. When you need to traverse a directory, let's say find, replace all files in a directory. Oh my God, what library do I need? Is it system or is it directory? That's true for almost all industrial languages. In Wolfram language, if you're on a directory, list files, okay? List file is file list, okay? So file names, okay? So you let's say you want all files. Let's see. Okay, so let's copy. So now we are in Emacs. So here is a directory of Xah Talk Show. Open the file. You can see this is a file. Go back and you dive into Emacs. You can see a list of directories. Okay, so the file path of that is that. Okay, so now copy that. Now let's go back to Wolfram language files. Okay, so paste the file path and delete the particular file name. Okay, so files, you need a pattern. The first argument is a pattern, what kind of files you want. So star HTML. Okay, so now you can see it's returning a list of all files in my Xah Talk Show directory under xah info. Okay, so now let's see the length. Okay, so like before we do length, you see there are 362. Oh my God, I've done 300 at least 362 Xah Talk Shows by now. Yeah, wow. Okay, some of them. Okay, yeah. So what you are seeing is this file name. This is how you traverse a directory. Now there's a very interesting phenomenon going on here. Let me explain. Okay. Hi Xah, hi Andrew. So this function file names returns a list of all directories given a star HTML. Files ending in HTML. So let's go to Xah. So let's see how many files in Xah info HTML files. Oh, what? 4? That's not right. Oh, okay. So it's not recursive. Right, so xah info is only got 4 files because this is actually not recursive. Wait. Yeah, okay, so you see, here's an interesting thing to notice, okay? So this line of code, okay, takes 3 arguments, okay? Let me show you, okay? So this line of code, file names, takes now 3 arguments. The first argument is a pattern, a glob, okay? What kind of file you want to find. The second argument is the file path, right? So it lists all possible files in that directory according to this pattern. Now what's the third one? That one is the depth of the directory, okay? So if you don't give it, then by default it's 1. So the first level of the directory has 4 files. Now if you say second level, then you get all these files, okay? That means the including level up to the second level or only the second level. I forgot which. Okay, so let's go back. Oh God. I forgot which. Okay, but there's a easy way to do it. So let me just try this. Okay, so if you give a, anyway, that's a depth, okay? So if you want the up to the depth 4, then you can do that. But if you only want a directory at the depth of 4, level 4 depth, then you can do that. You add a braces around it, okay? Now this is very powerful because in Unix, the find file or in PowerShell, for example, in PowerShell, let's magnify. Okay, let's cd web xah info, okay? Oh, let's cd web, let's magnify more, okay? So you can see, let's cd web xah dot info, okay? So in bash, but right now I'm in PowerShell. So the way you do that in PowerShell is the recurse, okay, files only and include, okay, and star HTML. So that gives you a list of all files recursively. There are about 3,000 or so under xah info. So another way to do it, so you want, anyway, so you can specify a depth. Wait, does PowerShell have a depth option? I don't think it does. But in bash find you can, okay? But however, they give a depth from depth 1 to n. In Wolfram language, you can actually specify a specific depth. Okay, that's interesting. But okay, I'm kind of digressing. But let me get back to the other interesting point about this, about the perspective of programming language from a programming point of view, algorithm point of view, versus a mathematical point of view. So in Wolfram language, Wolfram is a math language, so it doesn't give you from a programming like algorithm point of view. So whenever you call a function in Wolfram language, it's from a mathematical point of view. Why? Because let me explain the difference. Okay, so you see, in PowerShell you have the option recurse. Similarly in bash -r recursive. Okay. So what does recurse mean? It's kind of an action. It's a verb. So it tells you, okay, to dive into subder, and so it's a process. Okay, so this language is bash and PowerShell, and essentially every other language, Python, Ruby, JavaScript, Java, C, and all, they view the programming language view tasks as a process. Even in Haskell, when you have a function, it's still a process. But the Wolfram language views it as a mathematical function. So instead of asking how to, in PowerShell right now we are doing a how to, directory recurse file include, kind of how to specification, the recurse. But in Wolfram language, it's not how to, it's about what is. Okay, so even though these two commands right now does exactly the same thing, but the Wolfram language, there's no like recurse. You don't give it the recurse option. There's no such like process point of view. There's no recurse. Because from a mathematical point of view, if you want to list all files in a directory, just say this is a specification. I want all files in this directory from level 1 to level 4, or exactly just all files in level 4 with this pattern. So you are asking a question. Give me a result that's list of all files by this spec. There's no like a process point of view. Okay, this is a very interesting aspect. So in Wolfram language, every function, everything you do in Wolfram language is from a math point of view. There's no kind of concept, recurse, of kind of a process concept. Okay, yeah, so this is an interesting point about traverse directory. The very concept, the very word traverse directory in most languages, in bash, in Python, you can, sometimes it's called walker directory, or traverse, So you have the concept concept of walk, including Golang. You go to a Golang, there's a library. Walk. Every language has it. So you walk a directory, but in Wolfram language, it's not like that. You don't walk, okay, because that's a verb. That's kind of you are doing something. It's not. It just give you an answer, okay, like mathematics. This means this. This function returns. This function is mapped to this output. There is no like a process thing. Okay, that's just an interesting question. So today we are supposed to do the George's code. Okay, so let's start to do that. I did, so that's a giant digression kind of. So let's do this code. So, but actually, I also want to tell you about this article. Okay, so I wrote this one a few days ago. What's the difference between Wolfram Language, Mathematica, Wolfram Engine, and Wolfram Script? It's kind of confusing because the Wolfram Inc., the Wolfram Corporation Incorporated, now they have several, so many products, and there's a lot marketing talk. So you kind of confused what's the exact difference. Well, so Wolfram Language refers to the language. Mathematica is the classic name. It refers to the Wolfram language, but also the application. And Wolfram Engine is the compiler, the engine that runs Wolfram language, okay? And then Wolfram Script is an app for command line interface to Wolfram language, okay? Let me show you. So what I'm saying is that go read this, okay? Go check it out. Go read this in my blog. You go to Wolfram language, XahTV, search for it. You'll find a link to this. So, this will answer lots of your questions if you are interested in Wolfram language. Now, Wolfram language is free. You can download Wolfram Engine. Again, you can just go to this site. Download Wolfram language for free. I tell you, I give you the links. Then I explain what's the difference between, Wolfram Language, Mathematica, Wolfram Engine, Wolfram Script, and so on. And what's the difference between front-end, kernel, notebook? It's all explained here. Okay, so that's that. And then now there's a questions here I'm gonna answer. If you have questions, post it now. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this stream in 10 more minutes. So read this, and now let's get back to let's go back to talk show. Today we are supposed to live coding Wolfram language on this George's script. This is a grep. This is a grep written in Wolfram language by George, our expert in programming. George is a member of the XahTV Discord, and he, of all the people on XahTV Discord, since like a year and a half ago, many people there. And George is one of the top three, I would say, who I would consider, he showed a lot of code in different languages. Wolfram language, OCaml, Ruby, which is what he code every day. So I think George is very quick in picking up a language. So he downloaded Wolfram language, and he right away coded this script to do grep, the Unix script, which I talked about in my last few videos. So I was going to, let's try to do code this, okay? Because I'm going to try to make it more, compact make it more efficient. Maybe I try to optimize it. So Alan says, how is your experience with the Wolfram editor console thing, especially pleasant to work with? No. That's a flaw. That's a problem of Wolfram language, okay? So let me show you. Okay, so you are looking at Wolfram, you are looking at Power, Windows command line interface. You are looking at PowerShell. So let's start Wolfram Script. So Wolfram Script start. Okay. So let's say okay. So let's do the exact same thing here. So let's show all files in the XahTV directory. Okay, paste. Okay, run it. There, so there it is. About 7,000 files. How many? Wait, how many lines of code are? I mean, how many? Oops. So here is the God. The Windows command line has this problem. This empty place, empty at the bottom. Shit. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's do length. Okay. Oh, so there's only 46 files. You see, all files, all HTML files in xah info, but at directory level 4. So there are only 46 files. But now if you do infinity, okay, you see there, infinity. So that tells Wolfram language, start from level 1 to whatever, so recurse, okay, recurse the directory. So let's run it. Wait, did we run it? Run it. There it is. Okay. Now let's see how many. 4,524 files in xah info HTML files. Okay, and we can do exactly the same thing here. So infinity. Okay. So infinity and give length. Don't show the output, but show the length. 4,524. Now, what if we want to, let's say, all files, not just, let's say JPEG files, okay, JPEG. Okay, so JPEG files, 4,300 JPEG files. What about including all files? Doesn't matter whatever type. 16,000 files, 16,286. Okay, so you are comparing, you see, here you are looking at the notebook. Okay, in the notebook, you can see, so the difference between the notebook, let me delete the output. Okay, so evaluation, let's see cell. I want to delete all the output because this is too much to scroll. So there's the option to delete all output. Okay, so now we are back to, so you are looking at the notebook. Now the notebook has 3D graphics that allows you to do that. But in the Wolfram Script interface, you don't have that. But we are showing, so we are showing how many files are there. So let's run that. Yeah, okay, so this is just level 4. Then this is all HTML files, all JPEG files, and all files, 16,000, okay? And here that we can do the same thing. So hey, wait, does it support? Okay, so the Wolfram notebook and the Wolfram script interface are not good. Alan, that answers your question. They are they sucks. Okay, they are not good for. Wait, what is the key to actually move by word? Okay, I don't think the Wolfram script doesn't even support it. Not on Windows, I suppose. So now if you run the same thing, let's run it. Okay, so you see length output 5. Okay, so wait, what's going on? Okay, now now it fucking screwed up. Now somehow I think I did something wrong. Now you see, now the output does not 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, so exit. Okay, so quit. Let's start again. So anyway, you get idea. So Alan question, how easy is it to edit? It's not Let's see if I can. Yeah, I cannot, control arrow does not move the cursor. Let's see, control B, no, does it support, I want to jump by word, so it doesn't. Yeah, so you can see, so the shell interface Wolfram script is not too good. Now on the Wolfram script, you can, of course, you can control to move cursor by words, you can, yeah, but still, it's no good. Okay, so now it's time. Let me show you xah-Emacs mod. Okay, so you see, so now we are in xah-Emacs mod. So this is Emacs we are talking about. Okay, so let's introduce. Let's actually not here. So the Emacs, working in Emacs is the best thing. So let me add a Wolfram language tag. You see there. So Wolfram language and paste it here. And now, just like org mod, I press a key, I have the code here into a buffer by itself, okay? So actually, okay. So there it is. Now I can run the code. So run it. So this is xah-wolfram-mode. You can buy it with money. No, error, no valid password around. That's that is because I have a Wolfram script instance already running. So I need to quit here and then eval. Okay, yeah, okay. It shell command succeeded without output because I didn't print it. So I need to call another command in xah-wolfram-mode to actually print the result. So you can see result at the bottom, 16,287. Can you see it? You see right there. So if we show the messages output, you see 16,287, which is the same here. Okay, so this is a xah-wolfram-mode, which you can see. I can modify it. I can do a lot of things. For example, this is a string. I want this whole string gone. I can press one single key. Look at the pink window. One single key and delete that whole thing. On here, if I use a notebook, I have to click on that twice. Then I got it. Then I have to Control X to copy. Okay, Control Z to undo. Or I can press the backspace, to. But in Emacs, there's no control, nothing. Xah-fly keys, okay? One key to undo. One key to undo again. And now I press one key to move cursor. It's not even arrow key. So you see, I press these two. So I'm using Vorak keyboard. So H and N move, back and forth. So I put the cursor here and press one single key to delete that string, the whole string. One key to undo. So that, so I can press one key to move the cursor all the way to the back here, and one key to eliminate that whole entire, the bracket, square bracket. Okay, that's about that. Okay, so Kang Xiaoguang, welcome, good morning. Map, let me mention, so Kang here, he is an expert of Wolfram Language too. So Kang, are you in China? So I know because we were on Twitter and, so I've seen, Kang sometimes tell me some tips about Wolfram Language. Are you in China? So file, so he's saying map file extension and count distinct. Okay, so Cetix is got a question. Let's see. Xah needs to be in the next Ocean's integer movie saying fuck a lot. Question, can you count unique files? Yeah, of course. So count distinct, fantastic. Thank you, Kang. He's the expert of Wolfram language. Okay, I think that's it because hello, Gavin Freeborn. So Kang join my Discord, okay? oh, Jesus, you are in the same city. We should meet up, guys. Hey, yeah, so we should. So, join my Discord, Twitter, the scum. I try to avoid using Twitter. Basically, I stopped using it. I go to Twitter only to post my stuff. So, let's see. Yeah, so I don't use Twitter. I just go there it's a marketing tool. That's what Twitter is. With Twitter themselves market, so don't use Twitter. So maybe join my Discord, okay? XahTV Discord, you can find the URL, and then we can, let's chat. Maybe we can meet up, have a coffee, and I think that's it for today. So we could try to work on this. This is George. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, so this script is from George. What it does is Unix grep. Okay, so now let's save it. Okay, hold on a second. Wait. Actually, okay. Yeah. Before we do anything, let me tell you about Wolfram Script. Okay, so I'm peddling. Donate. I'm peddling for your donation, your money. So you go to Emacs website. By the way, so this is emacs.org. I'm about to move it to xah-info. So pretty soon, by next week, everything on Emacs is gonna be gone. It's gonna be on xah-info instead. So you go to Emacs and go to xah packages. Then you can go to xah-wolfram-mode, okay, somewhere here, so where is it? Xah input mod, xah-wolfram-mode there, okay. So here I wrote this about 2 months ago. I spent a month, less than a month actually. Well, about a month because, anyway, so this is xah-wolfram-mode. If you like it, pay me, okay, pay me to get it. Fantastic features, okay, so let's show the features. So go to Xah Emacs, okay, close Xah Emacs, go to Xah Talk Show. So you are looking at Xah's today's talk show, and here's the Wolfram language code, George's code, which is here, okay. So press the button to remove the syntax culling so we can actually look at the code. Then press another button to move the whole thing into a file by itself. So you can see this is a Wolfram language mod. You can see here. So actually, let me show you the code. Okay. So press a key and press, and here is the documentation for xah-wolfram-mode. Okay. You can see xah-wolfram-mode. Okay. Then let's jump to the code. Okay. Jump to the code. So right now it's 2,500 lines. You go to the top, so this is a xah-wolfram-mode. Yeah, so buy it if you like it. Okay. Now let's go to the George's code. So let's use xah-wolfram-mode to actually run this code. To you see the syntax coloring. You see every Wolfram language built-in function is colored in blue, so you can see, and every user, function or names is in yellow, and every built-in local variables is in green. So you can see this list pattern is in green. So let me get rid of the, I don't like the global highlight. Okay, so let's remove that. So you can see green. That's local patterns. Here, let's magnify, okay? So local patterns here, and also this is a built-in variable kind of syntax for function arguments, okay? So those are in green. Okay, so that's xah-wolfram-mode for Emacs, for you Emacs users. Buy it, thank you. So you can also donate me via Patreon and PayPal or Amazon gift. Okay, now let's okay, so this is the Wolfram. This is the George's file. So okay, so let me rename the file. So go to. So let's rename. Wolfram wgrep. Okay, let's just rename the file wgrep. wgrep.wl. Okay, so here's the name wgrep. So now open PowerShell. Now let's run wgrep. So Wolfram Script file. What is the Wolfram Script option to run a file? Yeah, file, I think. File wgrep. Okay, so now you want to give a word to grep. So let's grep Haskell. So this will grep all XahTalk files for the word Haskell. Let's try it. Usage, okay, usage pattern path. Okay, so now you need actually give a path. Okay, current direct. Let's see if that works. Fantastic. This is George. This is George. George is Wolfram Script doing a Unix script. So it's output all files that contains the word Haskell. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, but I think that's it for today. Is George here? Shit, George is not here. George should be. Any other questions, comment? Yeah, okay, it's 1 hour today, and thank you guys for coming by. So Caltech says, my guy on the inside says they are running ZOS, okay, from the movie Oceans. I haven't seen that movie, you know, so that movie is like several females, right? Like a new version, you know, because there's, you know, the USA politicians, they are pushing for, you know, women things. I mean, but I mean, a movie of women hackers is great, but however, you know, they are pushing those things. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Biden. So we shut down. Yeah, in a minute. So yeah, I'm going to code this, but yeah, but we demonstrated. So let's delete that. Put the code back here, and put it into syntax color. Show in browser. Okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you, guys. Anything I missed? Let's see. Xbox keyboard. Yes. What's the difference between Wolfram Language, Wolfram Engine, Wolfram Script, Mathematica? We did that. Get Wolfram Language for free. Indeed, we did that. We didn't talk about syntax operators. That's for tomorrow. So hey, fantastic. Thank you, Ian Covio. Yeah, so we did, yeah, so in the coming weeks, tomorrow, and I think I'm going to start to do one XahTalk show a day again, maybe, or every other day. So watch for my YouTube. I'm gonna, you know, I don't have a schedule set up yet. I'm thinking maybe every day, 11 or 12 o'clock, you know, San Francisco time, noon. So maybe every day, San Francisco time, noon, something like that. You know, I'm, you know, my life is chaotic. I can never, you know, pre-schedule. So, so thank you, Alan. And Alan is now starting Alan Talk Show. If you guys don't know, Alan, you know, he's starting his YouTube. So let's, you know, let's let's have a look at Alan's talk show. You know, so Alan, what's your channel number? So that's a problem. Alan, you need to do marketing, because last time I asked you, is there an easy phrase where a user can type and get to your website? You never answered that. You know, you answer about something else. You never actually answer that. So I'm trying to say that's a good tip to, you know, because I type Alan, you know, Alan video, you know, talk show. I don't know what's your Alan talk show. Okay, yeah, that's not you. So, you know, need a phrase, you know, because my name is kind of unique, so Xah Talk Show works. But what, you know, what, yeah, okay, yeah. So see you guys, but I want to show you. So let's go to Alan's. So where is it? Quickly, let's go to there. Alan stream. Yeah, that's right. Alan stream. So you see, I have multi-browser system. So this is Google Chrome. You know, this is Vivaldi and Google Chrome. Then Brave. You know, multiple systems. So on Vivaldi, JavaScript is off by default. So copy the copy the URL, close it, go to Google Chrome, close that commercial crap, open a new open a new tab, paste it, go to Alan stream. So there it is, Alan's talk show. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.